By the chair. Don't forget to stay hydrated. It is Morbin time. I still haven't even watched that movie, dude. I gotta watch it just for the meme. Woo! It's a hot day today. Man alive. I thought there was gonna end up being a new Trove event, but apparently not. Apparently, sorry, I'm a little distracted. This towel stinks. Not because of me. I swear it's not because of me. Okay. What up, gamers? Alright, finally. Get to do some grinding, yo. I literally just got back from the gym. So, I thought, hey, you know what? I want to play this video game. I want to stream Diablo today as well. I did also finally get around to recording some Fortnite yesterday. So that was fun. Why can't I drop this? What? That's weird. And get rid of all these, though, if anybody needs any of those from the pinatas. But, excuse me. Make sure my inventory is all cleared up. Sorry. Yeah, it looks okay. We'll probably end up doing some delves, do some U10, you know. Most of all, I just wanted to chill with you guys. Because otherwise, if I recorded a video, it would end up being way too late today. I do gotta stock up on recording today, though, and tomorrow we actually have the Summer Games event with Jeff Keighley, so ooh, there's gonna be some good stuff. Unfortunately, I woke up at like 2 p.m. my time, and it's at 11 a.m. tomorrow, so I'm probably just staying up all night. Because you know me. But that's okay, it should be a fun time. We'll see, maybe I'll go to bed and then end up just waking up super early. But hi everybody! Hey Bobby, hey Multi, hey let's try it. Okay. Hi Samurai, hi Golden, hi Little, hi Scythe, hi Griff, hi Monster Damari, hi Fazzy, Golden Scout, Samir, David, Violet, Multi, Faz, Gold again. I missed everybody else because that's literally all I could see in the chat. Dale, Poro, Aaron, Cadillac of minivans, Tracky, Nintendo. I have info on C5. I have it. Oh, nice, Joe. Carter. Guys, stop. Ryan. Darren. Hi-Fi. Katashi. Stop! I start greeting everyone, and now suddenly everyone's like, hello. Alright, enough. But hello, everybody. Oh, God. I feel good though, man. So I need to do a video talking about like my workout stuff. I know nobody cares, but for the few of you that do, I'm completely changing my workout. I'm swapping over. I have been doing 30 days of the same workout constantly, and now it's kind of at the point where it's like, okay, let's start focusing on more efficient workouts. And I gotta say, these are hard. These new workouts. I like them. They're a lot of fun, but they're difficult. They definitely tackle the muscle groups harder. It's like Morbin time. I'm gonna keep saying that throughout the stream because it's funny. I don't really listen to Limp Bizkit. I used to back in the day, but who knows. Oh, Joe, are you streaming too? I didn't even notice. But yeah, they have, so Trove pushed, Joe was talking to me earlier. Well, he was talking to everybody. We were just in the Discord. And apparently they have some Twitch thing going on again, like more Twitch drops. Which is cool, I guess. Working in your legs and belly. I mean, I'm always working my legs, and then almost all my exercises generally are core exercises. But eventually, yeah, I'll actually put like full ab training into my workout. For right now, it's like, Most of my stuff is full body anyways. Ugh! Okay, weird. Also, yeah, I keep hearing about this C11 bill, so I'm not going to end up going into too much detail with it because, honestly speaking, there is tons of misinformation about it. I'm trying, like, in short, there's this bill going on in Canada that basically wants to, how do I put this lightly? It would turn Canada into a stupid, dumb country. Where basically they want it so that the media can end up managing YouTube videos and what goes up on YouTube. Generally speaking, it's probably because nobody's buying newspaper and nobody's watching TV anymore, and this is their way of trying to combat that, not realizing, of course, typical Canadian politics, that it's going to end up hurting Canada in the long run by millions of potential revenue that they end up getting off of content creators, not necessarily me. But here's the thing, a lot of the information that you're hearing online is misinformation because, as you know, YouTubers, they like to, you know, they got to get that clickbait, right? So anybody that's talking about this bill that's going on in Canada is going to act like it's the worst thing that's ever happened. And so there's a lot of misinformation talking about, oh, this is it. This is the end of YouTube for Canada. Whoa! And everyone's watching their videos and, you know, they're getting tons of views and stuff. Meanwhile, I want to read the actual law. It's really difficult to end up finding it, but generally speaking, from what I've seen, it's not going to actually change anything. It's most of all going to affect companies and what they upload to YouTube rather than something that is uploaded by an individual. That's my 2 cents towards it. Again, I want to study the law myself before I have like a super deep opinion on it, because maybe it is horrible. But generally speaking, I just don't trust YouTubers. Because clickbait, you know. Anyways, I know that that's not something that's super duper interesting for everybody, but it is something that is affecting me as a Canadian content creator. Or potentially going to. I don't know. Basically, what's going to happen is I'll just pretend I'm American. That'll resolve the issue, right? Yes, One Punch Man. Well, I'm not doing One Punch Man's workout. That's actually a lot of cardio, and nah, I don't like cardio, man. The funny thing is, I'm actually the heaviest I've ever been. I'm pushing over 200 pounds now, which I've never pushed over 200. So clearly these workouts are working. It's a slow process. I think that's a big thing that a lot of people don't realize when they're working out, is that unless you're on the juice, it is very, very slow, like takes months. And the only time that you could end up having a full transformation is probably only like over the course of like half a year or something ridiculous. Like I might start looking really strong around my wedding time. Possibly, but who knows? We'll see. It's not like I have a serious goal behind it or anything. It's just kind of like a for fun. Like I've always just enjoyed working out. Anyways, who cares? Serious inquiry of business. Would you like to play Fortnite with me and one other person at some point? Why is that? What? I'm 9,000. Oh, dude. Yeah, you sound just like me. We're in the 10K group. Nice, man. I'm terrible at Fortnite, by the way. I use controller on PC, so that's the main reason why. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not against playing with you guys. Generally speaking, in squads, I don't play with anyone other than my own group, because I like when I'm playing with randoms, I like playing in creative with you guys. So I want to hopefully do a stream like that sometime this week. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw the battle pass in Fortnite. Oh, God. So apparently this battle pass is going to last 4 months instead of 3. And to compensate for how long it's going to last, they dumb down the experience like crazy. You level up so slow. It's insane, dude. I hate it. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Even going into creative mode, everything's been nerfed. That's how you get people to play your game, right, Epic? Make it so that it's slower progression. Bruh, I'm not gonna no-life Fortnite and grind it every single day. Like, no thank you. How do you deal damage? Asking for a friend. You hold left click, or if you're on controller, R2. And then that'll end up being your base attack that ends up dealing damage. So there you go. Have you heard of a game called Space Punks? Actually, you know what? Are you talking about that older game on Steam? Because if you are, I have that game in my wish list. only because it has a kick-ass soundtrack in the trailer that I listened to. I should probably just download it, but otherwise I'm not interested in the game itself. Not my type of game. How do you deal damage and don't lag so it registers? That's 50-50. So there's actually, you know, the superstitious chat or superstitious stat in Trove, the higher the value you have of that, the less influenced by lag you are. Yup, it's true. Oh, that cyber game is free on Epic now? Nice. Yeah, I'll probably end up grabbing it. I don't know if I'll end up playing it. I haven't played Fortnite since the new season. You should, Samurai. It's actually, like, I really like the changes to the map. The only thing that I would say is kind of stupid is they've got, like, this big fantasy area that's like Inazuma and Genshin. It's really, really beautiful, but it's almost too much graphics now, and I find it really, really hard to see opponents in that area. Oh, God, speaking of which, I gotta stream Genshin. We got the stupid Yelan Simp quest to do. Oh, God. I also haven't even touched the event because it's just so boring. I could care less. I'm hoping to stream Diablo today, though. I think I mentioned that earlier, actually. But anyways. Is there anything you're expecting in the summer event tomorrow? Ooh, oh boy. Okay, here's my predictions, man. I'm super excited. So, we've actually got a couple events coming over these next following days. One of them being from Capcom. And if you know, some of my favorite games are from Capcom. They ended up actually releasing a release date trailer for the Resident Evil 4 remake. They announced that they were going to end up doing some VR garbage with the PlayStation VR and Resident Evil Village. Okay, cool. I don't care. I'm not going to buy an VR headset. But there is also the speculation. We know that they're working on Dragon's Dogma 2, and they still haven't announced it yet. And the Capcom event that's coming in, you know, like next week or something, is supposed to be showing games that have already been announced. So what I'm hoping is that we end up seeing Dragon's Dogma 2 announced at the Summer Games event, and then the Capcom show is going to show us gameplay from Resident Evil, Dogma, Resident Evil Village, VR and stuff. Who knows? We'll see. But they're supposed to end up showing a full demo of the Callisto Protocol, which is basically Dead Space. It's developed by the Dead Space original team, and I cannot wait for it. So they're supposed to be talking about that. It's supposed to be a full gameplay demo, so I wonder if they're going to end up saying, hey, you know what, this gameplay demo is available today. That would be awesome, because I really want to play that game. And then otherwise, anything other than that will just be a nice surprise. I don't really have that much expectations, frankly speaking. Oh, there's also rumors that we'll get another Nintendo Direct next week, which would make sense because they always end up having one during the summer as well. But this is going to be a really good week of gaming, guys. There's going to be lots and lots of announcements. And now that all these game companies are kind of used to, you know, COVID stuff, I think that development is kind of getting a little bit more back on track with everything. And so we should end up having some big boy announcements. The Yelan Archon quest is kind of... which Yelan Archon quest? Do you mean the actual Archon quest that had Xiao? Because I actually loved that quest and thought it was great. Or do you mean her story quest? In which case, I'm expecting it's just going to be simping and just going to be some awkward camera angles and stuff. Because that's what they always end up doing. Oh, and then the other thing too that I found hilarious. Somebody analyzed all of the story quests in Genshin. And, almost all of the guys are, you know, like strong lead characters where you're just kind of tagging along. And they always, without question, every single female story quest is them asking for assistance, asking for your help, asking for you to take care of them because, you know. Anyways, we won't get into any of that stuff. I just think that it's hilarious. And so I don't really care about Yelan's story quest, but I'm still going to do it sometime soon. Anyways. What do you think the best build for Jean for support Xiao in team? What? Xiao is in main DPS. Oh, you're saying for Jean support? I would use her as a healer, but you have a Zhongli, so it shouldn't be too bad. Otherwise, your albedo, you're going to be building towards defense so that you can just throw down your Blossom, and that basically is going to be all of your damage. Zhongli, you'll probably build for HP because you don't need to build him for damage, because more HP equals more shield. And then Xiao is just going to end up being an all damage, probably Verdescent. And then Jean, I would build her towards Maiden's Beloved, like the healing set. That's how I have her set up. But you can actually have Jean DPS as well. Not super strong, but still. What's the best way to get light? Cosmic Gems. There's a couple dragons that give it as well. Geode Mastery. I think those are the main staple holds of getting light value. How can I get 25k PR? I'm 21k right now with all stellar gems near level 30. I have C2 gear. Augmenting gems. That's probably the only thing that you could do if you already have all stellar gems. And then otherwise, dragons. Dragons give a lot of PR just because there is a lot of them. It's kind of dumb, actually, because it makes it like really unapproachable for people. But I don't know. Yep, we finally finished Stranger Things 4 the other day. It's pretty good. It kind of makes sense that they basically ended on a cliffhanger, which makes sense because the last few episodes felt really dragged out. Otherwise, it was really good though. Have you seen the devs possibly hint towards crystal gems? Yes, I've seen a couple people talking about it. It would be no surprise if they did it, but I just hope that they end up doing it right. That is to say, we need to be able to level up our gems into crystal or have crystal gems be a completely different mechanic, because I think way too many people, myself included, would be too pissed off at the idea that we spent all of this time, effort, and money to augment our current gems, only to end up having them replaced with another set of gems that we would then end up having to augment again and get absolutely perfect setup and stuff. Like, it's getting into very risky territory if they end up doing something like that, because it means that they have to do it right. Otherwise, they risk alienating the few cash whales that are left on this game. So we'll see what happens. It might not even be true. Like, it's just rumors at this point. I think it's a stupid idea, but based on what Game Ago's done in the past with the updates, it might end up actually being really cool. Maybe we'll end up getting... I think this would be really, really lame, but you know how we've talked about gear sets in the game being set for specific classes? Maybe, just maybe, they'll end up setting up gems for specific classes. Maybe that's the route they're going with it. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. And again, I don't know. The other thing too is, it's like, let's be honest, there is literally no incentive to end up even bothering with a new set of gems. Just as there's no incentive to get Crystal 4. Like, oh wow, I can kill Leviathans faster. Big whoop. Like, that's the whole thing, is it's like, I still think that they need to start focusing on something. Like, we need a goal. We need something that we can actually grind, you know? Speaking of something to grind, like Diablo. Diablo has the experience of having, like, many, many games under their belt. And so the end game is actually really, really tight. And with Diablo Immortal, they have real Paragon levels. So Trove ended up actually ripping Paragon levels off from Diablo because it was the first game that had it. But Paragon levels in Diablo actually increase your stats, whereas in Trove they're basically useless. I mean, I guess you get the crystal rings, which essentially that ends up increasing your stats, but it's... I would always rather feel like I'm actually getting stronger rather than, you know... rather than just getting, like, more resources to craft things that I don't need. I say, even though literally every stream I'm just grinding U10, grinding delves, going for items I don't need. You know what I mean, though. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. I wouldn't worry too much about all the rumors about the crystal gems and stuff. Especially for those of you, because I see a couple of you guys saying, like, it's like, I just got my gems. Like, yeah, don't worry about it. It's going to be like Crystal 4 gear. Useless. It's going to be there as an option, but not something required, I don't think. Yeah, if they let us level up our current gems, I'm fine with that. That would be fine. Unfortunately, they'll probably end up having some pay-to-win method and some dumb new material they'll introduce into the game. It'll probably end up being time-gated. I don't know. Just the usual Trove formula, unfortunately. But if we can forge up, and if we can just kind of slowly grind it up over time, and then eventually max them out, whatever, sure. I'll take more stats that I don't necessarily need, because I already one-shot everything anyways. Give me U15 and U20 difficulty, please. Boomeranger rework win. You must be on console. You gotta be on console, because the Shadowhunter update already ended up reworking Boomeranger and a lot of other classes. Boomer's actually viable now. He's not the best. I still would have liked to have him buffed up a little bit more, but he's, yeah, you can main him. At least on PC. And we have no idea when the update's coming to console, okay? So don't ask. Yeah, if they made content that scaled with your level, that would be cool. Because that's one thing that I gotta hand it to Diablo Immortal. It does it fantastically. Is, even if I go and help my friend at level 1 in a dungeon and I'm max level, the enemies scale to you, and so do the drops. So you're still getting good stuff. It's not like it's a waste of time for me to go and help my friend, you know? And I think that's awesome. I think more games need to have stuff like that. Obviously, it requires a lot more calculation and blah, 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 but still. I don't think Trove is ever going to have something like that, though, because that would end up making almost all the Uber worlds obsolete, frankly speaking. Then it would just be based off of the biome. Just hope they don't nerf some classes in the next update. I don't think so. I honestly do believe that they're building towards something, because they keep on buffing us and making us stronger and giving us more things to make us more powerful, which tells me something's coming. Some type of a new thing for us to grind. Some new end game content. Hopefully. But maybe I'm just, you know, coping. Has the Neon Ninja rework released? What do you mean Neon Ninja rework? So if you're curious about most of the classes, not all of them, check out my 36K series where I talk about the classes. I've been slowly working on these videos that basically talk about the changes to the class since the most recent updates, because every class across the board ended up getting buffs, except for some. Like, what was the one that got a Tomb Raider got a nerf. I don't know why. And then, I think Gunslinger either didn't get a buff or did get a nerf. I don't know. It's Morbin time. Yes. How do I get Trophy and loops? By getting Paragon levels, which is get to level 30, and then as you end up continually grinding XP, you'll end up getting a Paragon level, which just gives you Trove loops and just other materials for the Paragon update. Yeah. Curious about Crystal 5. Joe caught my attention. Oh no, Joe was just memeing. We all know it's gonna happen eventually. Because, you know, devs kind of run out of ideas. No offense to them, but... So, fun fact, there was... When the Crystal 4 gear was being added to the game, on the test server, the devs did end up accidentally giving someone Crystal 5 gear. So, it's in the code. It's there. And it's only a matter of time. Again, so long as they give us like an actual cool end game area to grind, I'm totally fine with going for Crystal 5 gear. If that even is a thing. But if they throw it into the Delves, I don't care. Delves sucks, man. Like, doesn't matter. It's boring. No, nobody likes it. Stop. Whoops. Blurg. Is that the end of this guy's quest? No, still not. Okay. This direction. I suppose. More 5 stars. Kind of new. How do I level up the best way? So basically when you open up the map here, just go to the area that has your suggested level. Because, like, for example, you don't want to be level 6 when you're in the ice area. You want to move on to here. And then eventually, once you get high enough power rank, you can end up going to U6 and up. And basically, if you can handle it, do it. Because you end up getting more XP. But generally speaking, you want to stay in that suggested area. Because if you go to an area that's too strong for you, the XP will end up scaling down a little bit. And then otherwise, delves are your best bet for XP. It's just really, really boring. And if you're early game, it's really difficult to actually get into delves. Just because. The fact that it's been almost 4 months and Shadow Under rework still isn't on a console is sad. Yes, I completely agree. I know. At least if we ended up having some type of a news about it, but the best we got was the devs saying soon TM. Which, yeah. Do you still play Destiny 2? Well, see, the funny thing is I was picking up Destiny 2 again just because, I don't know, I was just trying it out because of the solar update. Not necessarily because of the recent stuff, but just the solar update because I was always a fire main guy. And it was kind of fun for a little bit, and then Diablo Immortal came out, and it was just like, okay, this is way more up my alley. And I don't know, I don't like the Destiny grind. I find it to be really boring. Like, you can only do the same mission so many times before it's just like, alright. I know you could argue that I'm doing the same thing over and over in Trove, but at least it's like random generated. With Destiny, it's literally just the same beats every single time. Go through this dungeon, go here, here's a choke point, here's a mini boss, blah, 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 you know, and it just, I don't know. The thing is, in Destiny, I actually really like the open world content and exploration, but that's not really what the devs are working on in the game, because it's not what's popular. So. But anyways, do you think the devs will switch things up? For example, switching out the delves for something else? That's a really tough one to say. I don't know what they're planning. Generally speaking, I'd say that the reason they keep focusing so much attention on the delves is because, as far as I've heard, when GameAgo acquisitioned Tryon Worlds and thus Trove and all of its code and everything like that, it's like Trove just sounds like, from what I've heard, that the coding is a mess. And the short answer is that the delves is a lot easier for the devs to develop because they have all of the code for that. Whereas all of the stuff regarding Uber Worlds and stuff takes them a lot longer to do just because of them having to, you know, go backwards and figure it all out kind of thing. That's what I think, but that's primarily why they keep focusing on delves related content, which sucks because, again, nobody likes the delves. Oh yeah, they'll add more. Wait, what? Multi? Oh, is this? No, we still need more. Still need more 5 stars. I could be wrong about all of that. It's just something that I'd heard a while back. Although, no, there's a 5 star. Please not. Yeah, it's the bad one. Okay. I mean, honestly speaking, like, I'll say this, okay? I say this all the time because I don't want to sound like I'm being too harsh on the delves. I think mechanically the delves are fantastic. An infinite dungeon, and then it just scales with difficulty and scales with drops and stuff. I just think that the execution is too poor. Like, I think that they need to set it up so that we're getting, like, tons and tons of loot in there, because otherwise it just feels like it's a waste of time. And then on top of it, it just... I don't know. The caves are boring. Like, visually, it's just not, like, exciting at all. But if they ended up ever refining the delves, I think that would be a lot more worth their time and effort. Because they keep pushing delves as an endgame area, but it's just kind of like, I don't know. I find it really boring anyways. What's your power in Destiny? I don't know. What is, like, 1350, I think? The default or whatever? because I haven't really, like I said, I don't really play it. Stop with the knockback, please. But I was kind of like, that's the thing, my buddy gave me a crash course on how Destiny works, and it sounds a lot more like Trove than I thought it was, like with the whole power rank thing literally just being not for stats but just so that you can enter certain missions. Like, it's a lot more level based, I guess. I don't know. Once I got the rundown of it, I was like, oh, okay, Destiny is a lot more approachable than I thought it was. That doesn't mean that it's like suddenly my favorite game or anything. I think it's also just because, like, if Destiny was third person, I would really get into it. I know I would. Because there's just something about third person games. Like, I like seeing my character, you know? That's why I like Fortnite so much. Like, if it was a first person game, like everyone always tells me, go play Apex. And it's like, no. First person, that's boring. I don't want to just see my character's wrists and another gun variant, you know? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But Delves is basically a speedrun Geode's Caves, but with combat. Yes, basically. I still think that they should overhaul the Delves visually to just be looking like shadow towers, and then I think that would be a very quick band-aid fix that everyone would be happy with. Because I think there's a lot of nostalgia for shadow towers, more so than people remembering like it fondly. I remember I used to hate shadow towers, but I think again, if we combine shadow towers with the mechanics of Delves, I think that could be really, really cool. Like just an infinite shadow tower dungeon. Oh, so Joe's the opposite. Yes, prefer first person. What about you guys? First person or third person? Actually, you know what? Here, I'll throw up a poll just for kicks. Which games do you prefer? There we go. Just because. Just a fun little project. I'm just curious. But for me, I don't know. It's just something about like seeing my character and stuff. Now that said, I'm not saying I dislike first-person games. Like I think Halo would be weird if it suddenly was a third-person game. I haven't even played the new Halo season, dude. Ugh. I kind of want to, but I kind of don't at the same time. But I don't know. I'm not trying to like sway the vote or anything. You guys be perfectly honest about which one you prefer. But for me personally, it's third person. I don't know. I like seeing my character. Oh, whoops. Do we got another quest? We do. Oh my god, it just keeps going. All right. There we go. We just so happen to get to one as well. Bum, bum. Let me also get rid of my items here. Bum, bum. And no players found. No players found times 2, times 3, times 4. Let's just keep going, man. There's nobody in my world, man. What the heck? I don't know if I've ever seen this. No wonder it's not lagging. Nobody's here. Oh, what? Oh, no one's in here with the sword on. Right. I forgot you can turn it off. I should have. I think I still have mine off. Actually, I should turn it back on, just so randos could join me. Fourth person. Yeah, the fourth dimension. Totally. How do you get radiant pancakes? Pay to win. Basically, it's a cash shop item. There's the merchant over in the hub area by the giant tower or the giant angel statue or whatever. And he sells you them, I think. Is it for credits or something? I forget, but I know that it's a cash shop item. Basically a pay to win currency, which is hilarious that we barely ever see the radiant pancakes be used. Like, I think that the devs forgot that they added them. Are you stopped playing Elden Ring or something, like lack of content or the end game? So with Elden Ring, I basically beat it like 3 times. Not on stream. But right now, the only incentive that I have to play through Elden Ring is the co-op mod, which is fantastic. But at the same time, I've kind of already done everything in Elden Ring. So that's the reason why I stopped playing it. And it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm not saying that I'm done with the game. I'm kind of just waiting for there to be a resurgence. Because it's like, I want to play it, but at the same time, it's just, I've already done everything in it. So it's just kind of like, okay, do I want to beat this game again? Not really. I mean, I want to play it with my buddies, but one of my buddies that plays Elden Ring is gone for a couple weeks. And then my other buddy that I was playing with, we're playing Diablo now anyway, so. It's funny, I still wanted to do like my build videos on Elden Ring, just because the builds that I had were like really weird. But I don't know, I never really got around to it. I need like, what I need is more hours in the day, you know? Because I always feel like I'm chasing content. And so the closest that I can do is just, okay, well, if I do a live stream, then I can just do it right away, and there's no editing time, no upload time, so on and so forth. Obviously, the stream has a process, but versus if I edit, especially if I'm doing like a tutorial video, those take a lot longer. Because I got to condense them down so that they, you know, kind of get to the point. This is just in general, not necessarily just with Elden Ring or anything. Oh, we're done with that quest already. Let's see. And done with that guy, which means we are off to the Delves. Cool. Delves time. Is it worth selling Paragon marks? Yeah. I mean, if you just need the flux, sure. I used to farm Darkneck like crazy when Shadow Towers was alive. Yes. I mean, you still kind of can. And I'm pretty sure the bosses still drop their items. It's just that you'll only get certain items from, like, the Delves variant now, so. Currently maining Ice Age, and I was wondering, who do you think should be my next main? Best overall character? The best overall character you can main next is literally going to be the class that you enjoy the most, okay? Like, first and foremost, you gotta pick a character you want to play as. But otherwise, let's see. Oh, Multi's trying to give me a portal. Sure, man. I mean, if you have a physical set of gems, otherwise you probably just want to end up swapping your magic gems over. I have a full inventory, so give you those. Oh, Daughter of the Moon portal. Okay, sure thing, Multi. Let's do it. I'll wait here a little bit in case you guys want to end up coming here. I think I'm appearing online, right? Yeah, I am. Okay. What the heck is that? W for winning? Thanks for the portal, Multi. I'll wait here a little bit if you guys want to end up joining. Anyways, yeah, for the class that you would swap to, if you're using magic, Dino Tamer's a lot of fun. Ice Stage is already going to be your best bet if you're doing Delves, but for speed farming, you might want to swap to Dino Tamer. Chloromancer is still God tier. Draco, Tomb Raiser are fun. I know I'm just kind of naming everything, but generally speaking, I'd probably use Dino Tamer if I had to pick a magic class. But yeah, I don't know. I like the physical classes just gameplay wise. I think that they're funner. Hi, Jub. Destiny has a lot to do now with weapon crafting. Yes, which is actually kind of why I don't like it as much. Fortnite Battle Pass. Any tips for Chloromancer players? I already got a video talking about it with the 36k. And that was tips that I got from other people because I'm not really the best at maining him. But generally speaking, it's just about bouncing between your plants. Well, it looks like nobody's coming. I'll answer a couple more questions before we hop in. I enjoy Shadowhunter the most, but rework says no on console, so I've been maining Lunar Lancer. Yeah, true. That's basically what you want to do right now. Is just main Lancer, because Lancer's tons of fun until the Shadowhunter rework shows up. That's for sure. Players in queue 0. That's clearly broken visuals, right? It still pulled you guys, yeah? Yeah, I'm still playing the new Diablo. I've actually been playing it a lot. I just haven't been streaming it so much, but I'm hoping to stream it today. I keep making the mistake of like Diablo is one of those games right now where I keep making the mistake of, oh, I'm gonna hop on for a little bit with my buddies, right? And then a few hours go by and I just keep thinking, man, why wasn't I streaming this? But it's also like one of those games that I'm playing recreationally, so that's a little bit different than streaming. Because when I'm playing like just myself, you know, I'm just kind of sitting there like in silence or just chilling and having fun kind of thing. Not to say that it's not fun streaming, but with streaming, you know, I'm aware that the camera's there. But that said, my whole point that I'm getting at is, yes, I want to start streaming more Diablo. Because I've kind of been playing it a little too much off camera. And I'm still really enjoying it. I kind of got to the end game now, ish. I'm not gonna say I'm like a pay to win end game because that's something to a whole other level. Yes, Brandon, we already actually just talked about Shadow Tower versus Delves, my man. How do you get the torch? Permatorch, that's from a Leviathan. It's a very rare chance of getting a permanent torch that doesn't end up despawning. And in this case, I ended up getting the one from the U10 Leviathan because you could farm it over and over again in the Delves. Come here, you dumb chicken thing. Oh, that room's already clear. Is the base damage doubled for the update on Shadowhunter? I'd have to double check. Again, I have it in my 36K video, so refer to that. I'm kind of at the point right now where it's like I pump out the information in a video and then some stuff I just kind of forget about. I can actually double check right now. Let me see. Because I do actually have the update page right here, so let me see. So the basic shot with the gem, yeah, that actually did get double, so it's up to 100%, or up to 200%, up from 100%. So yes. And then of course there's the other abilities that got changed. Whoops, I didn't even get to the boss in time. Well then. Look at my Paragon XP. Yeah, sure thing, Bobby. We'll be playing more Diablo tonight. I want to play more Fortnite as well. That was fun last night. And as I mentioned, I'm probably gonna have to stay up all night, so yeah. Gonna be pumping the caffeine. But we'll see. Because yesterday, oh man, I felt terrible last night. I stayed up way too late. I think I stayed up way too late, but then also on top of it, just, I don't know. Like, I need to take a break from the computer more than I am lately. Like, lately I've just been grinding, and after a while, it's like, oof. Like, I need to go and sit on the couch. And just chill and watch stuff. But there hasn't been anything to watch, because I've already caught up on Stranger Things and The Boys and everything, so... I'm really liking Season 3 of The Boys. It's actually really good. Again, I can't recommend it in good conscience. It's very adult, so... Yeah. And it's kind of got a pretty gross scene at the beginning. But other than that... I'm still kind of... I guess I'm still kind of watching that Archer series on Netflix, but it's kind of very formulaic, so it's like, okay. I'm like 5 seasons in and it's kind of just repeating itself, which isn't a bad thing. No, I don't got the caffeine jitters anymore, man. I barely ever have more than 1 coffee a day now, actually. Like, waking up and having the routine of going to the gym every day really wakes me up. I'm not as reliant on the caffeine as I used to be. But I'll probably have to take a coffee tonight to get ready for the summer event stream tomorrow morning. If I can stay up for that, it depends. I might just go to bed and then set an alarm, but I don't know. We'll see. Fae and Shadowhunter are my top 2 speed farming classes. Speed farming with the Fae. Interesting. I guess because the teleport. Yeah, it's really nice. I was really surprised when I was making that video. And then it was just like, oh, Fae is a lot better than I thought he was. Like, Fae was always a pretty strong character that lots of people underutilized, but... Oh man, our objective's already done. Okay. Good, I'll just chill here and answer some questions. Later, Brandon. Have a good night, man. Thank you so much for the support. Best way for Flux that's not pay to win. Paragon items, probably. Selling signatory ring boxes and junk like that is usually really, really good. Otherwise, Nitro and other resources that people don't want to farm for, like in the Geode Caves and junk like that. I'm 34.5k, want to get 35k. What do you recommend? Again, it depends what you're lacking. You know, whether it's mastery, dragons, your banner could be bad. I don't know. And then otherwise augmenting your gems completely, which is disgusting. But yeah. Do you agree with them taking away the link that had all the packs from events, even though it made them more money? What? I don't... What do you mean? Like there was a page where you could buy all of the event packs? I don't know. Like, personally, I understand why they have the packs for a limited time, because FOMO is a thing, fear of missing out. But I don't think that Trove does it in a good way that gets people like super excited about stuff. Like, I think that they need to like, it's almost like they need to push it more, or there should be like a daily rotation shop or something that like, I don't know. Like, I just personally think that they could do a better job of it. Like, you see something like Fortnite and it's like, oh, this is a really good skin, and get it before it's gone. Whereas with Trove, everyone kind of always learns about these packs and these really cool costumes after the fact. Like how everyone always wants the Renewus costume that I have on the Shadowhunter now, even though you're going to have to wait until next year in order to get it. Maybe at the least if they ended up having a few limited time packs per month, or like a daily rotation shop or something, you know, like that could be cool, I think. Or could you imagine if they took like a bunch of these class costumes and had them, or sorry, that's the classes section. If they had a bunch of the class costumes and all of this stuff, and some of them would be a limited time item that would only show up every now and then. I don't think that that's something that people would want. I don't think that's good, but I just think that it would be better marketing. But what do I know? I just play this game. Anyways, let's see who won the vote. End poll. All right, 41% of you said first person, 59% of you said third person games. Third person games are the winner. But I think that's also kind of biased because we're literally playing Trove, which is what most of you are here for in the first place, and it's a third person game, so... I'm saying, as opposed to if I was a Destiny channel, for example, then maybe more of you guys would be like, first person's way better. Or I guess Warframe's third person as well, but God, I'm not as big a fan of Warframe as you would think. Where the heck? Where's this last enemy? Is that the enemy? No, that's someone's ally. Ah, whatever. That door sucks, or that room sucks. Screw it. What PR should I be looking for on lesser gems? You shouldn't really be focusing on the PR. Most of all, it's the pearls. So you want to end up making sure, I can't see the pearls right now, actually. You want to make sure that by level 15 on a gem, it has 3 pearls. Doesn't matter which slots, really. But if it has 3 pearls, it means that the gem can end up being completely maxed out. And the only reason I'd say that it doesn't really matter... Oh, last floor for Daughter of the Moon. Okay. I think that... What is this? The only floor with Daughter of the Moon? Jesus. That's what always happens when I throw these portals down. The only reason I'd say that it doesn't really matter to look too far into the PR of the gems and stuff like that is because even if you end up leveling up your gems a little bit, and then you loot collect them, you actually make a profit back. So it kind of works out. Well, rip that, Delve. I guess we'll do another one. Or do a couple more floors just because. Will the Shadow Hunter costume come back? The one that I'm rocking right now? Yes, it will. It's just part of the Renewus event, which is around New Year's. So, if you're on Xbox, Paragon pins sell for 150k each. Yeah, that sounds about right. Is it normal to get 101 pins for a Primal Paragon level? No? What? I think you meant to say 2 or something. Okay. Do you have a plan for future games or your YouTube channel? Generally speaking, I'm pretty happy with where the channel is at right now. Other than, yeah, there's going to be some games that'll come and go. The big ones right now off the top of my head is Callisto Protocol comes out this year. God of War Ragnarok. Going into next year, there's going to be the Dead Space remake and Resident Evil 4 remake. I'm sure there's a couple other games that'll stand out that I'll end up playing through that I didn't really plan on. You know, like Diablo Immortal just kind of came out of nowhere and is just eating up a lot of my time. I don't think it's going to last very long, but Genshin Impact's always going to be a constant thing because next update we're actually going to have something worth exploring. Whereas this update kind of sucks, you know? And then as far as just videos on the channel in general, I still want to do like some funner projects. I'm probably going to end up launching another Laugh You Lose soon. So if you guys are part of the Discord, you can end up basically helping me out by sending like some funny memes and junk like that and just little clips and videos that you think I would laugh at. But I haven't started that yet. I'm just saying like keep your eyes open in the Discord because I'll announce that soon. It's most of all like I gotta have my schedule freed up enough and then just be into doing it. Like I keep on promising and talking about how I want to end up doing a video talking about like my workout and everything like that. But it's like I kind of want to wait until I feel inspired to actually do it. I might work on that tonight, but we'll see because I might end up getting completely distracted by doing other things. That's usually how it goes. I guess I would say the main topics that I want to work on right now is I need to continue working on some of my Trove tutorials. And then I really want to do some Diablo tutorials, actually. Because there's a lot of people that are making videos about like, oh, what class should you main and all that stuff. And I personally think that I could get away with doing a video like that more efficiently. You know, just kind of a quick synopsis of here's how this character plays kind of thing, rather than making it 20 minutes long. But anyways. And then on top of that, I still want to end up doing my Elden Ring tutorials. I just, again, haven't really been super inspired to do so. And then otherwise, I'm still really enjoying Fortnite. It's definitely taken a bit more of a back seat this season. But I think that's just because I'm still a little bit on cooldown from overplaying on the last season. I don't know. I do got a Fortnite video for you guys, but it's going to take a little while before that goes up. Probably, maybe tomorrow. Because I'll try and edit that tonight. But anyways. Oh, the Black Myth Wukong game. Maybe. That game graphically looks really pretty, but the gameplay looks like ass. So I'm not super convinced to bother playing it. Like you can just kind of tell when you see like how the combat is and stuff that it's not tight. It's like it looks great because it's on Unreal Engine 5 and then the gameplay itself just looks super dated. But we'll see. Maybe it'll end up being a cool game that I'll end up trying out. I don't know. Lots of people talking about the multiverses game. Oh, right. I'm not super big into fighter games. Smash is the closest I'll get to a fighter game, and even then I kind of suck at it. I'm not gonna say no, but that game is not on my radar at all. Like, unless it ends up coming out and being free on some type of a platform, like if I happen to have Game Pass at the time or something, you know? I don't know. Oh, we gotta defeat monoliths, not even fight enemies. Okay, I got 71 pins from one level. That sounds... I think you guys broke the game, but like in the best way possible. Like, what? Sell them all, I guess. I don't know. Whoops. I keep on getting distracted and trying to fight the enemies, but I shouldn't. Are you enjoying playing Necromancer in Diablo? Yes, yes I am. It's gonna take a while before I end up getting my build set up with him, just because the drop rates are atrociously bad in Diablo. But not to mention there's actually green set items in Diablo, but they're just so uncommon. I think it's most of all because you gotta get max level, which I just hit yesterday, so. But again, there's Paragon levels, so it's, you know, the game doesn't end. Paragon level in Diablo, I think, goes to like level 600 or something, which is insane. I don't know if I'll end up hitting it. Not that I plan to. I'm just kind of enjoying the game for what it's worth right now. Like I said, I'm hoping to stream it today, but we will see, just because it's really sunny out. It's also Marika's day off, so I want to chill with her for a bit, and whenever it's really sunny like this, we take advantage of the fact that we can take the dogs out somewhere. Hey Fish, how's it going, man? I could give you more Daughter of the Moon portals. Nah, that's okay, man. I don't really care. It was just Multi just wanted it, I guess. I'm just grinding, you know me. Just getting Paragon levels. I already got my perma torches, so as far as I'm concerned, I beat the game and got everything I needed. So now we're just kind of doing delves for XP. Just get those Paragon levels. That's all there really is to it. Just grinding, just chilling, just having fun. We're number one. Do you think they'll add a Cosmic Dragon? No, I do not. Maybe one day, but I'm not holding my breath for it, frankly speaking. The real bottom line is, whenever you're sitting there thinking about something that they're going to end up doing with Trove, think about it this way. Is it going to be profitable for them? Adding a Cosmic Dragon wouldn't do anything for their cash shop. And so that's why I do not see it happening. Which is funny, because they did have the Diamond Dragonite in the cash shop. And, well, not anymore, I guess. How many Diamond Dragonite fragments do you have? I got rid of all mine, actually. I was using them for, like, gem augmentation items and whatever the heck else. Just because it, you know, it was like, well, Cosmic Dragon's not happening, so who cares? I really don't like the method that they use for the new dragons now. Like how many times did they end up selling like a dragon effigy pack? And I remember, like, back in the day, like, I was buying them up because I kept thinking, oh, they're gonna keep adding new dragons. And then they started adding new dragons, and they made it so that they weren't obtainable with the dragon effigy, and it was like, all right, screw you. It's like, I don't even have the new Bomber Dragon. I don't know anyone that does, because I don't know anyone that even plays Bomber Season 3. What a waste of an update, dude. Like, I'm sorry, devs, but man, what were you thinking? That was probably the worst update that ever came out to Trove. Not that it's a bad update, it was just the most tone-deaf update I've ever seen. The last thing anybody wanted. It wasn't even like the geode caves with Trove, which did actually make tons of people quit just because it was such a, like, weird update. But I mean, generally speaking, I liked the geode caves when they first came out. I just don't care about them anymore. And it did lay the foundation down for the delves, which of course I don't like anymore. Change the visuals of it, please. But anyways, have you tried Borderlands 1, 2, or 3? Yes, I played Borderlands 1 and 2 long back in the day. I had Borderlands 3, and then I realized that it was just a copy and paste of Borderlands 1, and I refunded it. I actually have Borderlands 3 right now for free because it was on Epic for free. And I'm probably never going to install it. Because I don't really care. I think that the mechanics of Borderlands are really cool. Again, like the whole looter shooter thing, but make it third person, make it more of an MMO, then I'm sold. I'm not hating on anyone that liked Borderlands 3 or anything. I feel like with Borderlands 3, it was a game for Borderlands fans, and I was never really a big fan of it. I don't even think I beat Borderlands 2. But I like the fact that it was just Diablo with guns. You know, it was a cool, interesting concept, but it didn't really get expanded upon enough for me to get interested. Player base is too small for it. Oh, for Bomber? I just don't care about more Bomber. Like, I still think if we had custom maps, I think that would have actually been big. Like, if we could have made our own custom club maps for Bomber Royale, I think that we would have been playing it a lot. Especially if it actually allowed us to grind the currency. Then that would have been so fun. But the default maps, I don't know. They're not that great. That's what I think anyways, but whatever. The devs keep hopping between Delves and Bomber. Just give us something new, even if it's U10 Elemental Worlds. Well, don't forget, man. Don't forget, we got the Shadowhunter update, which was a great update, like legit. They've been doing a pretty good job. Like, as much as we're criticizing them right now, they've been doing a really good job with their updates. The only problem is that you guys on console are still suffering by waiting for the update that just doesn't want to end up releasing. And then we're kind of in that point right now where, because the Bomber update was kind of meh, it feels like it's been a really long time since there was something more substantial. But I mean, I'm still happy as a clam that we've got the Shadowhunter update and everything. Like, I'm content. I just wish that they would end up kind of hinting and talking about their next update and not mentioning crystal gems. Because that's just, okay. We need something more than just more gear. Like, we need something to actually, like, grind and do in this game, please. Movement speed set on dragons, but not one dragon movement speed. If they'll ever release new dragons with this stat, I doubt it, though. What? A movement speed dragon? I doubt it. I just don't see it happening. That would be really cool, though. Maybe the Cosmic Dragon would be the speedy ground dragon, since we already had the one that flies fast. If you can call that fast. Oh, whoops. Everyone's got the last floor. It's fine. I'll just wait. There we go. Ah! This area is so red. I remember when there was a new challenge for everyone when Geode Uber came out and the new light system. If only they keep creating new challenges rather than adding pointless modes. Would you like to follow... What? Would you like to start following Confusing Temporal Paradox? What? Oh, this idiot's quest. Right. I completely forgot that guy even had quests. Yeah, man. Jeez. But yeah, I'm fine with them, like, just adjusting what we've currently got with the game. I just, like, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of, what do you call it? The parasitic style of gameplay. So parasitic game development is when they basically add a new system that doesn't have, it just leeches off of other systems, but doesn't really have anything that makes it its own. Which obviously cuts down on cost and development time rather than implementing something completely and utterly with the rest of the game. But the reason why I'm a little worried when people start talking about Crystal Gems and Crystal 5 gear is because I just remember, you know, I have flashbacks of just how poorly they implemented Crystal 4 gear, and I start thinking, well, they're gonna end up doing the same thing. They'll end up implementing Crystal 5 gear into a completely new area that makes everything that we've grinded up to this point absolutely useless. It's the same mentality they have towards adding new dragons in the game that don't use the dragon effigy because they want to add value to the new item, rather than people like me that are at the end game grinding this game almost every day, actually just jumping right to the end and getting all the new content out of the way. They always got to add something that ends up, you know, dragging it out, which, it's not a bad thing. It's just kind of, it depends on the execution. I'll say that. Hey, Zan. Crystal gems, what if they added a big gem that used all the gem dust and every level gave you some sort of boost like jump, movement, speed, light? Yeah, that would be cool. Again, if they add crystal gems, I think that they should make it so that it's something that we can level our gems up into rather than rather than being something we gotta grind from zero again. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, I saw the Tina's Wonderland or whatever. Wasn't that like an expansion for Borderlands that they just decided to release as like a separate game? I don't know, it's confusing. I thought that game looked really interesting because I thought that them having a medieval constraint on the Borderlands formula would have been really cool, like if all the guns were like crossbows and magic and stuff like that. And then I saw that they had an assault rifle fighting a dragon, and I was just like, well, they were lazy. They just went for their same formula they always do. And I lost all interest. I'm sure, again, the game is great for Borderlands fans, but I was hoping to see something different. But anyways. Did you see the the Modern Warfare 2 trailer? No, I did not. I'm not super interested. I'm not saying I'm not gonna watch it, but I sure as heck ain't gonna bother doing a reaction video or anything. Like I'll probably just check it out myself. Where? We didn't even see the boss? Or is this... Wait, what? Where even was the boss? Must have missed him. That's annoying. Oh, there we go. They were already fighting it. Oh, right. Okay, so he was hidden on the edge. That totally makes sense. I quit soon after C3 happened. Sad to see it didn't miss much. I mean, it kind of just keeps repeating the same formula, which, again, I'm not against it. Anyways, we'll probably end up just going for... Actually, you know what? That can be it, because that I realized that was already the big boy chest. And I don't really want to go any deeper. The only way I would grind for crystal gems if they are 100% on each stat no matter what. Yeah, if they have gem augmentation, that's the thing. Like, I have no incentive to do it again. Like, I don't want to have to level up my gems from scratch all over again. It's just not inciting, or not inspiring at all. Like, at least if I could loot collect my gems and get, like, 50,000 gem augmentation items back, sure, but nope, it's not gonna happen. Oh my god, we got so many random items, yo. I'll throw down some of these Paragon pins. I didn't know that we got 7 of them, so that's not bad. And apparently I got all of these. That's a lot. A lot of mementos. Oh, there's some more chests to jump. I know my inventory is a mess. Okay, I hate it too. But when I'm in the middle of swapping all my gems over for the 36K series, it's a lot easier to just leave the gems in my inventory than bother actually like equipping them constantly. Wasting regeminators. What was that other item I saw I could get rid of? There we go. Alright, well, it's not many pins, but hey, 7 could be something good. Maybe we'll get super duper lucky and get a good clickbait title, right? Yeah, totally. I'll get the wings right now. Is there a way I could get an invite to your wonderful... Oh, wonderful club. I thought you said Wonderland club. You guys can kill the pins. Yeah, best bet is to join the Discord, honestly speaking. I'm sorry I don't do invites on stream, but I'm not saying I won't invite you. Anything on the news when the Shadowhunter rework drops? No, nobody knows. What did I get out of this? Trovian loops, Cinnabar, Viridian, more Trove loops. Garbage, basically. No surprise. Well, anyways, I appreciate you guys coming out. I hope you had fun. I'm gonna take a bit of a break and maybe I'll stream Diablo today. We'll see if I have the time. I would love to, but I mean, you know me, busy, busy, busy. There's so many different games that I'm playing. It's a little bit overwhelming, but either way, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will definitely end up streaming some stuff later tonight, just because I gotta stay up all night anyways for the Summer Games thing tomorrow morning. I'll try and set up a scheduled stream for that. But this stream's gonna end up taking a little while.